Hello and welcome back to HoI4 with our training campaign. Now I'm actually had a little bit of a thought bubble. Do you guys want to see me continuing this route? And I'm actually gonna do this and play with like because I'm mostly playing an economic game, right? Or are you like, okay, just you know, finish your economy thing, just go a little bit further into the game where tensions start rising and where warfare is actually on the horizon. If that's what you want to see. Let me know in the comments down below. If a large majority says like, hey, you know, we've seen enough of you just reading through things, trying to learn things, increasing or decreasing your economic investment, that kind of stuff. Let us. Other people are involved in this. That will be new to me. Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll stop basically recording for a while and. Get this basically done. I actually want to check something else though. Wow, you have a lot more independence than I anticipated. Is there a cheaper way to constantly influence somebody than just spend like large chunks of political power on them? Let's see. Great power, extensive political apparatus, higher education focus, go west strategy. Okay, that's no, that's something else. Right. China has accepted our offer. Yes. We're not using these, so artillery, first things first. I need to research this one. That reminds me, do I need... No, we're not using these. We're not... No, we're not using the... No, we're not using the Type 81s. Alright, so I don't need to worry about that one. Okay, good. Good, right, that saves me some thing. It seems like the only thing we're currently missing is armored personnel carriers for creating these pretty hefty group of units. Cool. Not 3 of them in total. Alright, we can modify the government if we want to. I could theoretically start saving up and lower our corruption a little bit further. Is that interesting though? Research speed is going down, then we got another 1% tax revenue and 2% research. This seems to be very not worth it. Could invest in fast growth again, gets a little bit more tax revenue. Quite expensive to do so, but I think it might not be a bad idea. Now we should get daily stability now, I think. Or is that what we're... Oh, Golden Sun Initiative, yeah. Weekly stability 0.02. Facts from our current stability. Is that true though, that there's a weekly stability upping that we have? So... Where is it? This says weekly. Oh, it's not a lot. Yeah, I decided to go west. I think with the Uyghurs as they is. I hope if they can get the opinion to 100%, they stop being a threat. That's kind of what I'm banking on right now. So we'll keep building mosques. Let's lower the threat again. Yeah, so we gained a little bit less of industry out of it, but... Alright, next up we'll have the Chinese high-speed road, the Deutschen Bahn, Amtrak, Japanese Railway Group, or Korean Rail. Let's see, I think we already invested earlier in Germany, so I think I'm going to stick with them. Then we'll finish this up, and then I think we've got a couple of interesting things that we might be able to do. Pan-Asia Railway Network, Central to Laos. This gives us a lot of influence. Now, is there one of them that is into Mongolia? Eastern route, is that this one? It's Cambodia. Thailand. I don't think there's anyone that goes that way. Shit, I mean, ship? Interesting. Depoliticize the military? Nah, let's not do that. If you didn't know, China, I think, officially speaking, very officially speaking, doesn't actually have a national army. Their army is owned literally by the party. Because that's definitely not scary. So, yeah. And the party is the country, so it's up for debate. But technically, the army is directly affiliated with the party and not with the country. That means it's not an independent organ, as is. I wouldn't call it independent, but it's less politically influenced, I guess, than normally. So where the country can have, in theory, the country can have a different opinion, I guess. And then used for it's complex. It is weird though. Anywho, right? Yeah. So let me know about this shit. I don't care about that. We were looking at aircraft. Okay, we're researching those. Yeah, this is just fighters for max speed, but so we can get a very minute thing. All right. So I don't care much about that. Operational integrity or battlefield support. Out of battlefield support from artillery, we dedicate our efforts to permanently prevent the enemy air superiority over the air battlefield to enforce operational integrity of the ground forces, following standard NATO doctrine. You know what? This might not be a bad idea. Yeah, you know what? Let's not do CAS. We'll use artillery. I think that's a cool idea. So I'm actually gonna shift this and from CAS into attack helicopters. I think that might be cool. That also kind of means that you are no longer on my list of things that are interesting. And you're gonna be switched out for you. Cool. All right. Let's see. We're in November. So we'll just finish this. The HQ-17s. Let's see. All right. We no longer have the effects from Western development. Good. All right. We'll set you up. In 145 days, we will start working again on these. It's 2010. Roll around, and we can start growing our economy even faster again. Hell yeah! All right. Hopefully, we've had the events that kind of, you know, pissed in our cereal by dropping that. And I don't know why I keep referencing that specific thing. I don't know why my brain just goes there. But yeah. Hey! Oh wow, our first one's already done? Cool. Alright, so you need to be in a new army. You're going to be led by, apparently by this guy. That's probably not that bad of an idea, considering that Brandon Fraser here, because he looks like a Chinese version of Brandon Fraser, has a logistic wizard, which is pretty good. Now, I think I'm going to just tell you to just spread around the area and just defend. Because I don't really have a specific border I want them on right now, so let them just spread around the Chinese lands. All right, cool. Cool. First sector's done, but it's gonna be a while because we right now, yeah, that was like when we still had enough equipment for that. What are you telling me? What decision do I have available? Offer joint exercise with Armenia. I don't care for the joint exercises, to be honest. Where are you? There we go. Yep, I just only care about that one. And what am I gonna do? Let's see. We earn 2 billion a day. Maybe we can spend 100 billion in investment money, and then I'll pay off another 100 there, invest, and then again. Right. So invest our infrastructure. Right. Probably improve our infrastructure. I can't do much about that. I could keep investing in that, but I think this would be pretty dull. Why don't we invest a little bit further into Hong Kong? I believe there's some stuff that we can do. 29 billion in factories. I think we also, in a way, American hackers have failed to breach our defenses. Good. I think Taiwan has... No, I don't care. Let us increase their economy. Let's see. Invest that one. Alright, seems that we are out of investment money. Get the 14 billion in there, and then we'll have built like almost all the Korean factories are basically done by ours. We are engineers and everything like that. We are gaining almost 2 billion a day right now. That is insane. That is genuinely pretty good. Alright, next up, next 150 we'll just use to get rid of our debt. I don't think it's bad to have any, but not having any is just probably better. And then we can start looking into some public park at 30%. That's pretty cool. So 0.3 billion will be added onto it. So basically what it means is this would... we're currently paying so little. It doesn't really matter if you pay it off, but it's just kind of a snowball effect that I'm hoping to attain and keep pushing from there. Let's see. Stable growth and asking. Oh, wow. Whoa. So we have a pretty. So we might just. So we went back to stable growth. Okay, so let's just stick on stable growth because it seems that fast growth is not sustainable. Alright, let's see. Control, pay off another 50. There we go. Alright, what do you got for me? Oh, you got just some large amount of political power we could potentially spend on something. Not really looking to do anything along those lines. Mongolia. We lost a little bit more, but it's not that bad. Now, if everything gives me a percent, roughly, let's get this about 1,000 political power, and then we'll just pump it all into there. Transferring some shopping money. No chance of change. I think we'll probably have dropped. We'll have to see. Also, I need a military guy to lead this. He will do. Right, let's just keep going here. Another 40%. Happiness is gonna get added to the Uyghurs. Let's see what we have. There we go. Up. Nope. There we go. So their opinion is higher than their threat. Yep, sure. Another one is ready. I could, in theory, just tell them to place them all in here, and I'll split them afterwards when that's no longer a problem. Apparently, I can't. Oh, yeah, no, that works. Unassigned divisions. There we go. Okay, decisions available. What is it? Medium investment. Oh, our cyber infrastructure failed. Alright, all things considered then, when the jets finish... Oh, that's 2015, okay, so we could start with the 4G network. Yeah, I think that's not a bad idea. We'll start with the 4G network in 30 days, and then we'll work our way up from there. Cool. So, how much am I earning right now? Still 1.6, so that's pretty good. So, let's just... drop another 50 billion in demolishing our state debt. 45 to go and we'll be out of fucking debt. Hey, it's one of the goals I set for myself. I know it's not that important to not have any debt because it means 0 billion will be taken from our treasury each day to service the debt. We're not spending a single dime a day on the debt. So okay, we stagnated again. It's okay. It is what it is. I think it is just how the game treats your economic growth and rise. We're still gaining close to 1 billion a day. I'm gonna still just pay it off and then start investing in foreign equity. Is equity? Assets? Foreign things. Foreign equity. Is that what I mean? Trading stocks. Sorta. Not it's more for assets, I guess, because we're literally investing in things like factories and that kind of stuff. And equity, I believe, has more to do with foreign. You're buying up debt from other countries. Okay, outdated equipment is in production. There we go. What is the decision? Hey, build masks. Yeah, let's just keep that going. And in the meantime, we'll also promote Han. So the threat decreased by 5. The opinion shouldn't change in theory, but apparently it is, so... Alright, they got 70% now. Fucking happiness for us. So let's keep that going, hopefully. Right, next up we said I wanted to do... Is there anything that gives me like genuine factories? Industry. Not really. It gives me some stuff there. Infrastructure. Does this do anything for me? It just creates a large chunk of influence, which I don't really care much for it. It is, I think, more of a later stage thing. However, the infrastructure I think will be good. So let's pick up these two. And what I'm looking at in here anyway, I might as well start looking at where we're going next. There. Let's see, there's some Hong Kong crap we can do. Okay. Some greater Tibetan autonomy. So the communist cadre, I need to figure out, okay, so communist cadre. Okay, this will increase their opinion. Alright, there we go, found it. Alright, Mongolia, what are we looking at? 73%. Alright, so I still want about 1,000 to see where that ends up. Corruption is good, money is good, income is good, all things is good. Welcome the opportunity. Also, a large amount of tax, of course, comes still from this. Oh wow, it is starting to explode. We're now building at almost 3 factories. We're no longer at with 1 or 2, I mean 1 line at the same time. So that means that this is starting to snowball slowly towards a point where we are rich as fuck. Old right click. We no longer have any debt. Now, this would mean in Victoria that you can start borrowing money to other nations. Now, I don't think that's a system that works here. The money just comes out of nowhere because the World Bank exists. But yeah, this means that we are now fully financially independent from any organization in the world. Nobody can put any financial pressure on us. Everything that we gain is our own. And that, my dear friends, I think is amazing. Now, what I could do... I don't know why my... Oh, right, defense budget probably goes up. What I could do is... Let's see, bureaucracy, 4%, 5%, we're going to add 3%. Yeah, I didn't care for military construction speed. Is there anything in here that does population, political power gain, division recovery rate, war stability? Gives me 1.7 billion. That's expensive. I don't want to do that. Is there anything that gives me anything interesting? No. Not really. No. So this would just increase military wages by a large amount. We gain... I don't care. Limited interventionism. Are there any current wars in the world? Like, the world is pretty damn stable. Current wars. There's some civil wars we could maybe involve ourselves in. I think we need regional intervention to do that. Yeah. Volunteer service for women. It doesn't really seem to be... There's nothing... This... Abolish the military. That seemed like a bad idea. Well, I could potentially go back to an export economy, but I don't think it really would serve much purpose. We don't pull that many resources out of the ground here. So I don't think I'm gonna spend it. I could get these two in. So all our research, our options are basically done. What are we looking for here, gentlemen? Anti-media campaign. Alright. Let's keep that going. We got good support. We could resurvey unification. Like, more than half of the country theoretically is in favor of it. Oh. Okay, I need to take a look at that before that goes through. We will do... Replace factional politics, youth league, dominance by balanced. Yes. And did we drop into... No, we stayed in stagnation. Recession is bad, so I might want to keep some liquid assets. Oh. Robot have been accepted. Rejoice. Hey, cool. Alright, so that opens up, I believe. Where is it? Peaceful coexistence. And... Alright, so... Establish a special administrative region. Is I think what we want to go for. So... Cross-strait technology sharing, gives us more influence. Decreases our aggression, decreases our aggression, and our emerging support will go up. That is really good. We can get some military corporation. That's okay, but that's not gonna help me right now. Joint central zone. I think this leads to basically a near full-on integration. Well, the appendency... So we're gonna go for this one, a special administrative region. Cool. Alright, so that worked really well. And my hand's falling asleep. And that's not really fun. There are a lot of fun things in the world, but your hand's falling asleep ain't one of them. Alright, so we apparently also got some world economic issues that are not that fun. Alright, but... So, considering everything, we're probably pretty rich. We can probably consider a pretty rich country, but we still have a very low GDP. If you compare it like something to the United States, right? Intel Ledger, so they've got a 50k GDP. Like that's a lot higher. Like like Germany, 50k. Like these are all around that area. Like Russia is a little bit lower. We're like on the bottom end. We're barely above African nations, right? Like Taiwan has a better average GDP than we do. Same for some, yeah, they do. Like India has, India's the same, okay. But yeah, probably they got pretty good because I've been building a lot of factories and their shit. Yeah, like that 20k. I got a massive depression though. 20k there. The Korean Democratic People's Republic, or North Korea as it's more commonly known, has a better GDP than me. And that's purely because I need to build a crap ton of factories to even be capable of doing that. Now, it just keeps giving me more factories I need to build. Is it because I fill up the state and then again just get the next level? What is it? So what do we need to go to the next level? All of the following must be true. All of our states have at least one empty building slot. At most one, okay. We need to have more than 78 factories. Now we have that. I think it's because our building slots aren't filled. I think that's the problem. Alright, so that's 15. Okay, so let's get the 4G network improved, basically. Peaceful coexistence. Let's go. Let's drop that Chinese aggression. I shouldn't clap in front of the microphone because I don't know what it does with overloading it. But this is I don't know. This is exciting for me. This is like we're playing mostly a political game right now, so that's pretty cool. Good things that my money were placed in tax havens. All right, so we're gonna go into a recession. Now, I have 140 billion. Oh wait, we went into depression. Jesus Christ. Okay, let's just push it up immediately. Now I cannot afford... I can't afford it. I can go back. Now this is a 10% tax crap that we're gonna take. So we're gonna hit it. We're gonna go back up there. We're gonna generate 1 billion a day. We're gonna accrue a little bit of national debt again. Which is okay. Like I said before. That's where it is for. Now, how much am I spending? A very low amount. All right, so I think it's time that we start spending this money. We need to get up to 200 trillion, basically, or 2,000 billion, 2 trillion monies in foreign countries and invest the living hell out of everything. So, bam, we need a factory there. We want a factory over there. We want to invest in countries like in India because they have a very low GDP. So let's say like Angola is a bad idea. We want to see like Mozambique would be a good idea because it's cheaper to invest in them because they have such a low amount of let's go to political map mode because it's a little easier for me to see. Such a low amount of development that is cheaper to develop. As every level you can see this guy is higher. So if I want to go for a road, it's just like, hey, 46% of this is just because their GDP is higher. Hey, I know that much by now. So I still need 11 billion for a factory. 5 billion for a road, but it's still, you know, it's the cheapest way to invest a large amount of equity. So there we go, invest. Now it doesn't really matter because we're mostly doing it to accrue more international debt, but I think let's be more efficient about that and gain control over those types of nations. Alright, so Mongolia, you are theoretically filled up to the brim, so your GDP should be pretty good. Yeah, it is. It seems also the world's going into a recession, which is pretty bad. Let's see. Build the mosques and reduce the threat. It seems that this is not exactly working as it is supposed to, but whatever. Now, it's also the threat is no longer seems to be going up, and their support is going up. So that I think it's pretty good. All right. Mongolia, how are you looking? Are you in a it's a ledger. You're in a deep depression. Welcome to my world. Haha. Sorry. Free trade zone, gain that influence, baby. We're currently at a 56% influence. So that's gonna go up by, if we could get up to 80, we turn them into a puppet. So let me see, it gets, let's see, 10 from here, 10 from there. So if we can get this up to 60, we will get them into a puppet. But they will need to get the same outlook as well. So yeah, that's actually not a thing yet. All right, I should not have invested that. Right, okay, whatever. Manipulate politics? No, that's not really necessary. I don't sign non-aggression pacts because if I want to declare war on you, I will. Okay, I want to invest. Oh, permission denied. They will accept me building roads everywhere. Okay, which is what China is actually genuinely doing in real life. Like a large portion of the current African modern infrastructure is being built by the Chinese. In return, they asked them for the resources, natural resources, because that's going to be... China has predicted that the world is going to run out of resources, which has a sense of accuracy, of course. We all kind of know this. Dimosa, this is nothing new. Yeah, I know. Yeah, bear with me. It's the same thing why they're building these islands here in the... Chinese Sea in the 9-dash line thing, that kind of stuff. China's looking for creating a position where everybody's dependent on them and not the other way around. This is, I think, even their public political statement. Like, China wants to be independent of everybody else, but they want that everybody else, preferably, is dependent on China. And they throw a lot of stuff against everything to basically get that done. It's I don't know. It's the way to deal with things. I have my opinions about it, but I don't think it's I don't think like a random Hearts of Iron video is the way. Oh, we can only have 5 construction projects at a time. I think a random Hearts of Iron video is not the time or nor the place to talk about Chinese foreign politics. They're yeah, no, it's a thing. It's a genuine thing. It's really interesting. Like this is genuinely interesting to start looking at that. And I fully suggest you start looking into it, because it is, as I said, it is a really interesting thing to look at. Let's see, let's just get up 42 billion and invest a lot of the road stuff there. I love some of Turkey and Kuwait. Okay. We're gaining a good amount of money again. Good. Alright, that's a project that's running. Let's see, we can get another 49 billion up here. So let's just start building a sort of a Silk Road. Now, what are we doing in here? Free trades. Alright, we work on this. Technology sharing. Now, wait. We just research. I can write research apparently. Research slot. Yeah, there was. Let's see. There's one over here, but there was one somewhere else, and I kind of hate when it does that. I don't know why it does that, but there were a couple of them. Research slot there. Research slot there. Alright, I need 75 military factories to do this. This is 1, 2. Yeah, it's this one. Military factories. So that will require 2 for 50, 21st, 27. Are they more expensive? Yeah, they cost about twice as much. Alright, now, okay, let's stick with the... Let's just finish this first. And after that, we'll go over the military factories thing. Because I'm not really in a spot where I'm like, oh, I genuinely need like a million military factories right now. Or 2 more research slots. I think we're pretty good on the research things. We got 4G networks coming up. Will we spread a corona when 5G is coming around? Because that's, of course, the way it works. A technology that's based on radiation will definitely spread a virus, because that makes a lot of sense. If you want to hear an interesting correlation, because it's the difference between causation and correlation. You want to know an interesting correlation? Corona is a lot more infectious in areas with large amounts of industry and pollution. So maybe if you don't want corona, you should kill your own economy. Because that's the way to counteract it. According to that logic, at least. Right. Don't listen to me. Right. Let's go up to 0.4% extra research speed. So I don't know how many of these mass we get, but I think it's about a couple percent that we get out of it by doing this. I want to keep at least, let's see, you, and you up there. Maybe not you. Cuba, bailout. 119 billion you want as a bailout, and I have probably no influence in Cuba whatsoever, so this is like the stupidest thing that I can do. I've literally... No, so I don't care, Fidel Castro. Have fun with your issues. Let's see, I'm gonna split this up in half and do that. Put in you, apparently. Maybe I shouldn't, and should I make a naval company for this guy? Yeah, you know what, I'm actually gonna do that. I don't want an old guard, so I'll put you in. I'm realizing that these guys might actually be called you. It's a Chinese name. Alright. Alright. Cool. Don't care about that, so... Let's set up some more... Oh, wow, loud, because Slovenia just left. Okay, cannot hold enter to do that. Let's see. This will give me decrease in Chinese aggression, decrease in Chinese aggression. I need to do that one though, which requires to do. We can do that. All right, cool. And yes, all right, cool. We are completely golden with the Taiwanese situation, and that is great. Let's invest 49 million in the infrastructure of our dear neighbor over here, and we have another 30 billion needed for the next level. We're gaining 1.3 a day. Now this is starting to really start to explode. At some point we will earn literally 1 billion of investment. Now looking at it right now, we need probably about... So 20 probably gets me around, or 2 trillion gets me, I think, about 0.3-ish. So if we get about 6, we will gain 1 billion a day just from foreign assets and not our own tax. Okay, so that's a... Don't even know what it means. It's probably a communication method. Alright, so that's that. Right, military output and all that kind of stuff. And we're up to date again because we don't really care about CRISPR, human genome and stuff. This is only leads to monthly population, which we don't really give a shit about. Alright. Let's get some tubes going. So nothing is to be done here. Now we're in 2010, so let's get these improved tactical vests. There is nothing here. This is 2020. Yeah, 2025, so nothing there. You guys really need to advise me this one because I don't really want to read through all of those because this looks confusing as hell. Transfer some shopping money. Yep. And how much did we dip? Alright, we're still in a recession. Okay. Maybe instead of trying to invest in the in our neighboring account, let's invest in our 30 billion. Let's get us up to 1.5 trillion. And then we'll see if we can dip ourselves out of a recession. I wouldn't really... Okay, so technically we are in a recession. We're still earning quite a significant amount of money. Actually, it dropped. Oh, okay, we were in stagnation. Huh, let's stagnate. Nah. Will I take another 150 million in debt? I don't know. I don't think that might be a good idea. Gets us back up to 130 billion. However, this will... Nah, let's just keep it going. It's such a large amount of a difference that it makes by doing that, so I think it might be a good idea to keep that going. I will, however, we're at 300 billion. Let's get this to 1.5. When that's done, I will start dropping the debt a little bit again. It's not a problem yet, but considering that we are dropping large amounts of... It seems that the economy in so far is being worldwide has been having some strain, and the game is pushing us towards recession. I think it's not a bad idea to keep this number a little bit on the low side. So let's get this up to 1.5 trillion. So another 120 billion needs to be invested in. Well, I think for now we'll keep investing in Vietnam. Because it seems to be they seem to be relatively happy with our investment. And it seems to be also possible to invest large amounts of it. I wish I could invest that kind of stuff in my own country. Nobody's investing in me anymore. I think on the investment list, I think we've kind of surpassed like everybody else out there. Ah, you're also 1 trillion, so yeah, that's surprising because you're in pretty fucking huge debt there, buddy. Let's take a look. They're in a recession. I think everybody's in a recession. Give Sudan a bailout, 22 billion. Or is it 22 trillion? Do I have any influence in Sudan? Let's see, Sudan is up here somewhere. There we go. Sudan, we have 21% influence. It's not a lot, but we can get some emerging outlook. 22 billion. Not right now. No, I think it's more important that we get our own economy fully 100% stable. We're at 69% here. Nice. Let's see. You have very little debt. And you're also accruing very little, so that's not going to become a problem anytime soon. Alright, does this give us more influence somehow? Alright, this is yeah, okay, this is just troop movement, okay. They like us because construction projects, Same ruling party, trade partners, military bases. They just think we're swell guys. This doesn't really seem to be... Hey, you know what, let's just keep that going. Let's keep that going. Keep that going. Yeah, we're gonna go to a 100% opinion and no threat. Yes. Alright, laggy stuff. We're at 40 minutes already. Okay, we got advanced AI going on. Like, I can spend quite a large amount of time in this before I start realizing that I am. Ooh, it's only 560 days. How about this technology? 900. That's a little bit too much, I think. It seems that our investments in technology are paying off. We can get... is that worth it? Is that worth it? It allows us to get early access to the anti-hacking thing. Might be not a bad idea. Because it gets us 10 political power each time. But is there anything like 210? This is 215. We're done here for this 225. Come on, I lost. There we go. Land doctrine doesn't matter because they're not even in war, so that's not important. I'm not focusing on Navy right now. Our helicopters are 220. So these are ground attack helicopters that we're going to be using. We are... Okay, we're pretty out of date on this one, so I think we might want to do this first. And get the... Actually, doesn't matter. Oh, wait, yeah. Okay, we got the 1995 aircraft we could still put in here, but by that time, I think we're going to focus on the 215. We're not doing anything here. This is something we can spend time on at some point, so it's not really that weird to get actually modern computer going at some point. Sign the armistice, and I think with that I'm actually going to end the episode. I don't want to thank you guys for watching. So let me know, do you want to see me play like I am doing right now, making like more political, economical decisions and not really working on the warfare kind of thing? If that's what you want to see, let me know in the comments down below. If you want to see something, if you want to mostly see me like go to war at later stages of the game and that kind of stuff, let me know as well. If there is a clear preference towards one end or the other, I might start playing some more in my off time and more focus on like, hey, like the important bits and bobs. That will mean that there will be less episodes. This requires me more time to basically get content that is interesting, and I need to also start editing the videos a lot more than I do, because I barely edit my videos, if you didn't already know. So with that said, let me know, do you want to see more of a focus on the highlights, or do you want to see something else? Why can I no longer invest in... Okay, so we're done here. I'm just gonna set the last investment, I guess, in Vietnam and let it run for a day. Okay, I got accepted. Good. So with that said, I'm gonna thank you guys with that said, I'm gonna thank you guys for watching and see you hopefully in the next one. Have a very good day. Bye bye.